Today guys, we are doing another garage build. In past episodes, we have built a Lamborghini garage and a Bugatti garage. Today, we are doing a Ferrari garage build in GTA Online. If you guys enjoy this series and want to see another episode, comment down below a brand of cars in GTA 5 you want to see me do a garage build for, and I'll try my best to get it up for you. We have 6 spots available in our garage at our beautiful beachfront mansion. We have 6 Ferraris being delivered to us as we speak, so let's not waste any more time. Jump into the first Ferrari and head on over to the custom shop. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. The very first car we're going to be bringing into this garage is going to be the stunning Italia RSX. This is one of my personal favorite vehicles in GTA Online. I love the way it drives. It has an amazing top speed, even though it is expensive. If you don't unlock the trade price, it will cost you $3.46 million. And if you do unlock the trade price, it'll only set you back $2.59 million. I can't believe I just said only to that. That is still a ton of money. But like I said, this car is absolutely insane. It has a top speed of 135 miles per hour. That's 217 kilometers per hour. And it is based off of a Ferrari SF90 Stradale, which is a beautiful vehicle I use all the time in Grand RP. The upgrades for it are somewhat expensive, and I do wish we had a couple more modifications, but honestly, the car looks so beautiful, you really don't need to customize it all that much. If you were to just change the color of it, it would look absolutely flawless. And another thing I love about this vehicle is if you do change the color on it, it will actually change the color automatically on the stock rims. So if you make the secondary color of the car black, you will have some beautiful blacked out stock rims on this car, which is what I tend to do. And the best part is the secondary color really doesn't show on the body of the vehicle. So I honestly love that about this car, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. Even though this is one of the most expensive sports cars in GTA Online, I have to say at the end of the day, it is definitely worth it. I have won so many races using this car, mainly because it handles so well and its top speed helps me pass so many people. I absolutely love it. So we're going to park this thing right over here in our garage. It's sitting pretty, guys. It looks amazing. So let's hop into the next Ferrari and head on over to the custom shop. The next Ferrari we got is the Italia GTO, another absolutely amazing car in GTA Online. So let's bring it on over to the custom shop and throw some upgrades on it. Now, there are a few things I want to say about the GTO. First off, it's significantly cheaper than the Italia RSX, even though the RSX has a trade price. The cost of the GTO is only $1.96 million, which is relatively cheap for such an amazing vehicle. And it is also fairly fast, hitting speeds of 127 miles per hour. That's 205 kilometers per hour. And I have to say, this car is practically identical to the RSX. I just prefer the RSX more because I like the look of it a tiny bit more, and honestly, I just like the way it drives. But when it comes down to it, I think the GTO is actually the better vehicle. In my opinion, it handles a lot better, and when I was doing a drag race with both of those vehicles, the GTO and the RSX practically tie. So if you were a fan of the Italia RSX, but you just didn't want to spend that much money on it, you could purchase the Italia GTO and can expect practically the exact same performance from the GTO. If anything, you might actually get a bit better performance from this car. At the end of the day, both of these cars are phenomenal, and I love driving both of them. And I have to say, the Italia GTO looks absolutely stunning in whatever color you decide to put it in. And honestly, most of the cars in this video look phenomenal no matter what, which I really, really love. Let me know down below in the comments section which of these two cars you like more, the GTO or the RSX. Really quickly, before we jump into the next vehicle, how would you like to drive all the vehicles in this video, but the real life versions? If you would enjoy that, definitely check out Grand RP. The link is down below in the description, and they are this video's sponsor. So let's take a look at a very quick promo for their server. Have you ever wanted to play GTA 5 as a police officer, or as a doctor, or as a gang member, or drive hundreds of different real cars? If so, check out Grand RP, one of the best roleplay servers in the world. If you click the link down below in the description, when you join, you get $25,000 in-game completely free. I would highly recommend joining. It's honestly a ton of fun and I play almost every single day. Anyways, back to this Ferrari garage build. This GTO looks absolutely stunning. We are going to park it right next to the RSX. Like I said, comment down below, which of these two cars do you honestly like more in GTA 5? And if you haven't had the opportunity to drive them, trust me, they're going to go on sale very soon. So you're definitely going to want to grab them when they are available. But I think they look phenomenal. And let's jump into the next one. The next Ferrari we got is the Grotti GT500. This has to be one of my favorite Ferraris of all time. Except, of course, for the Ferrari F40. But this thing is pretty damn amazing too, and the best part is, it's not expensive. It's only $785,000. When you think about that, that is very, very cheap for such an amazing vehicle. Now, when I say amazing, I don't mean performance-wise. Obviously, back in the day, it was pretty decent, but nowadays, it's not too fast, and in GTA Online, it can only hit speeds of about 110 miles per hour. For a sports classic car, that is pretty decent, but I never use this thing in races. This car, for me, is a showcase vehicle. I drive it around the city sometimes and just kind of cruise, and I honestly love it. It looks beautiful, and it's based off of a Ferrari 250 GT, which is an amazing car in real life, and Rockstar did an amazing job at recreating it in GTA Online. Like I said, I think it looks beautiful, and I love the simple liveries we have for it as well, like the one that you guys see on the car right now. I know some of you guys are probably not into putting those white wall tires on this classic Ferrari, but I think it looks pretty nice, and it kind of ties the whole build together, and it would definitely look really beautiful without them as well. But I personally love the look of it, especially with that beautiful Torino red. Like I said, this is one of my favorite cars in GTA Online. I think it is a beautiful car to just cruise and drive around in, and like I said, it is pretty damn cheap, which is a huge added bonus for such an amazing vehicle. This garage is coming together pretty damn well. Let me know what you guys think of it down below, and let's jump into the next car. Next up is one of my all-time favorite vehicles in GTA Online, and it's going to be the Grotti Turismo Classic. And it only costs $705,000, and it is worth every penny. And that is a relatively cheap price as well for such an amazing vehicle. Now, this car has a top speed of 120 miles per hour, which is about 194 kilometers per hour. And when you think about that, that is pretty amazing. Some supercars have top speeds that are right around that number as well. This thing is outstanding, and anytime I do any sports classic races, I always win, because I pick this car and other people pick other cars. This car demolishes any other sports classic car because it handles so damn well and its speed is phenomenal. Plus, on PS5 and Xbox Series X, you could upgrade it at how Special Works to make it even faster, which is awesome. And it doesn't have a ton of customizations, but you really don't need to customize it. Throw some nice wheels on there, a nice paint job, and maybe a wing if you feel like it, and then you have the perfect vehicle. And out of all of the classic vehicles we got in GTA Online, like the Cheetah Classic, Infernus Classic, and a couple other ones, I have to say, Rockstar did the best job on the Turismo Classic. Like I said, it is one of my all-time favorite vehicles in GTA Online. I love the look of it, I love the way it drives, and it looks absolutely perfect in this garage. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of this vehicle and if you own one in GTA Online. Next up, we have a relatively cheap Ferrari, and that is going to be the Grotti Carbonizzare. This thing is amazing, and just because it's a street vehicle, a lot of people look past it. But back in the day, I remember everybody wanted to bring this thing into the custom shop and upgrade it right off the street. But sadly, we were all disappointed when we got the message saying it's too hot to modify. So I know a lot of us went out and purchased this car after, and we all enjoyed using it. One of the best things about this car is the fact that it is fairly cheap, sitting at a price of only 195 miles per hour. It is fairly fast with a top speed of about 119 miles per hour, which is about 192 kilometers per hour, which is pretty great for such an old vehicle. And of course, my favorite thing is the fact that it has a hard top drop top, which most people wouldn't know by just looking at the car. But once you drop that top, this thing is awesome. Compared to a lot of the other convertibles we have in GTA Online, I really like this one because soft tops just aren't my thing. I think they look ugly as hell when they're up, and when they're down, they obviously look pretty damn nice, but I hate the look of them. But this car is phenomenal, and I'm excited to have it in my garage, and I own 3 of them in GTA Online just because it looks so damn beautiful. And I tend to say a lot of the older vehicles in GTA Online need to be remade and have more upgrades for them. But this vehicle, I think, looks perfect the way it is. Rockstar did such an amazing job at creating this car in GTA Online. based on a bunch of different cars in real life. They just smushed them all together and this thing popped out. And they did an outstanding job. I love the look of the car, and I'm going to love it until the day I die. And the final Ferrari we got for today is going to be the Grotti Furia. This is such an awesome car, and I remember when it was released, it was the only car I drove around for a solid month and a half. It does cost a lot of money though. If you don't unlock the trade price, it'll set you back $2.74 million, and if you do unlock the trade price, it'll cost you $2,055,000, which is still expensive, but still a pretty decent deal for this vehicle. Now, even though it's so expensive, it doesn't have the highest top speed, sitting at about 122 miles per hour. Personally, I think it should have been a little bit higher, considering it's only 2 miles per hour faster than the Turismo Classic, which costs nearly 4 times less than this car if you don't unlock the trade price for it, which is just crazy. But I have to admit, it is such a beautiful vehicle, which is why I drove it around so much. And it also has a few fairly simple liveries, which I'm also a huge fan of, because you don't always like those crazy racing liveries. Sometimes you just want something nice and simple. And this thing looks amazing in a nice red, a nice white, a nice black, and I have to say it looks phenomenal in a gray. I would highly recommend you guys try a gray paint job on this thing. You will absolutely love it. This car is one of the most beautiful Ferraris Rockstar has made in GTA Online, and I know I say that a lot, but you gotta admit, all the cars in this video look pretty damn phenomenal, and even though Rockstar is getting a ton of hate right now, you gotta give them credit. This game is amazing, and it's been out for such a long time. I know they're trying to juice it, but trust me, once the next GTA installment comes out, it's going to be amazing, and I know they're working their asses off for that, so let's get prepared for that and just keep enjoying life for the time being. But anyways, that is pretty much going to wrap up this Ferrari garage build. I think it looks amazing. All of the cars look phenomenal. Even though it does cost a lot of money, you got to admit it is worth it. Now, in real life, I'm not a huge fan of Ferraris, but honestly, this shit looks amazing. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of it, and of course check out some of the other garage builds I've done in the past. I will link them down below in the description, and comment down below if you guys want to see another episode. Let me know what brand you want me to do for the next garage build. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video.